Hi again everyone, Scott Pyre Popco fan here, and welcome back to my series of Star Wars movie reviews. It's been a little while, but it's mainly because I've been busy. So, Star Wars The Last Jedi is out, and I still need to do my review for it, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually going to see it this Thursday with my best friend Sean, aka Cash of Oz, and to wrap up my series of Star Wars movie reviews, I just need to review 2 more Star Wars movies. And the one that I'm reviewing for this video is Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Now, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi is a mixed bag for me, because there's a lot of aspects about the movie that I like, but there's also quite a few aspects of the movie that I don't care for as much. Like the beginning of the movie when our heroes are trying to rescue Han in Jabba's palace. It's just that the whole part of the movie is just off to me. You know, it takes me out of the experience of Star Wars from the first 2 films a little bit. You know, I don't know. It's just the level of weirdness, I guess, to all these other creatures, and especially Jabba, and that little, I don't know what it is, that little thing that Jabba's pet or whatever it is. What? I just, I don't know. It's just like the beginning of this movie is, it's out there, even for Star Wars. That's really like my main issue with this movie, as well as the Ewoks at the end of the movie. No, don't get me wrong. The Ewoks, they're cute. You know, they're just cute little bears taking out stormtroopers. And is that really legit? I mean, I get that ATST walkers can like fall and be destroyed from logs, but falling and tripping from logs, but Ewoks throwing rocks at the stormtroopers' heads, why would that kill the stormtrooper? I mean, I know stormtroopers aren't very smart, but really, I've always I don't know. I've always felt like the Ewoks in this movie, while cute, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I mean, other than that, though, I do really like this movie. Although another thing about this movie is that the tone is lightened quite a bit in this movie, contrasting it very much with the previous film, Empire. And you know, I've always found that kind of odd, rewatching it as I'm older now, but it works, and there are a lot of good moments in this movie that are pretty dark, and especially when we get to Darth Sidious and Darth Vader. That's easily the highlight of the movie, is just that third act, and well, aside from the Ewoks, but yeah, it's that and some of the character interactions throughout the film that just make it a lot more intriguing, you know. And especially now that Luke knows that Darth Vader is his father, he learns a little more about that from Yoda. And another thing about this movie is that we see a whole new. It's like in this movie, Luke is a Jedi Knight. You know, he trained in between the events of Empire and this one, and you can definitely tell that, like, especially when he force chokes. I don't know what those creatures are called, but when he force chokes those creatures, that's the one part of the Jabba, a part of the movie that I do enjoy. And also when Luke is fighting the Rancor, I thought that was cool. There is a lot about this movie I do really like, but there's also parts of it that bog it down for me. And yeah, that's really my review. All the actors, once again, do really good jobs in their roles. And another thing about this movie is that Darth Vader, when Luke is being electrocuted by Sidious, and Darth Vader grabs Sidious and throws him off the balcony, that's really like a defining moment for Darth Vader. And we see a few minutes later the face behind the mask, and that I really love that moment. It's definitely a sad moment. You start to feel for Vader, and if you've seen the prequels, even though the prequels aren't really well received, except for Revenge of the Sith, you really do start to care for the character a lot more now that he's sort of turned back to the good side right before his death and looking into Luke's eyes, his son's eyes, and that's an amazing moment. And like it was established in the prequels, Anakin Skywalker was considered the chosen one, and in the end, he basically was. I mean, you could say that it was Luke, but really it was Darth Vader, because Darth Vader turned, he turned against Darth Sidious at the last moment, and that was that was the defining moment that changed Darth Vader. Although he did die right away, though, but I loved that moment. It it definitely brought closure to the this original trilogy and the prequel trilogy for Anakin's character, for Darth Vader, and that's a really good arc that I enjoy out of the original trilogy and the prequels. And yeah, that is my review for Return of the Jedi. I'd give it a B plus. That is my grade for Return of the Jedi. And that'll do it. So next time I'll be reviewing The Force Awakens. Finally. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.